Imagine waking up 10 years from now and realizing the only real difference between you and the people who built the life you want isn't money, talent, or lucky breaks. It's that they made every minute work for them while you let minutes evaporate. That hurts, because minutes aren't just time, they're life units. Every minute wasted is a slice of your life you never get back. Every minute invested is a brick in the path you're building. This isn't a motivational poster. It's a practical operating system for turning minutes into momentum, so your day stops feeling busy and starts feeling productive. Start by flipping the mindset. Minutes are energy you direct, not empty space you fill. Manage energy before time. Ask yourself, when are you mentally sharpest? Early morning? Late afternoon? Write those peak windows down and guard them like money in a vault. Put one big, strategic task inside your best window every day. The task that, if completed, moves the needle the most. Push everything else, email, errands, routine work, to your lower energy hours. Same number of hours, totally different output. Everyone has the same 24. Not everyone invests them where their brain is actually capable of doing its best work. Next, accept this truth. Time rarely disappears in big chunks. It leaks through tiny cracks. A quick notification becomes a 15-minute scroll. A "let me just check" turns into a detour. Fix the leaks with hard boundaries. Kill non-essential notifications. Move distracting apps off your home screen. Use a site blocker during focus blocks. Then set spatial boundaries too. One clean place for deep work, another for rest, another for learning. Your brain loves cues. When you sit in your work chair with a tidy surface and consistent lighting, your mind slips into focus mode with less friction. Now beat procrastination the simple way. Start incredibly small. Use the 2-minute rule. If a task can be started in under 2 minutes, do it now. The goal isn't to finish the giant project. It's to break the wall of starting. Open the doc and write one sentence. Send the first message. Do the first rep. Once you're moving, motivation shows up after momentum, not before. Structure your day in time blocks, not an endless to-do list. Open time invites procrastination. Schedule a deep focus block of 50 to 75 minutes for your one big task. Schedule 25 to 30 minutes for communications. Schedule 20 minutes for learning. Schedule 10 minutes at the end of the day for a quick review. Put the blocks on your calendar, not just in your head. When the timer starts, you start. When it ends, you stop. The clock turns good intentions into commitments. Think compounding, not intensity. 20 minutes a day becomes more than 120 hours a year. That's a book, a certification, a product, or a body transformation, if you stay consistent. Pick one 12-week compounding project. Master a defined skill, build a small product, publish consistently, or train for a clear goal. Break it into tiny weekly targets and protect one daily 20-minute session in your second-best energy window. After 12 weeks, you'll be shocked at how far you've traveled quietly. For the rest of your day, keep it simple with the 1-3-5 rule. One big thing pushes the mission forward. 3 medium things maintain momentum. 5 small things close loops. Write them on a small card and keep it in front of you. Anytime you drift, check the card. Am I on 1, 3, or 5? If not, I'm just busy. That card becomes your compass. Reduce decision fatigue by standardizing the small stuff. Fewer decisions, more focus. Keep a simple work wardrobe, a default breakfast, a consistent wake and sleep time, a clean desk layout, template replies for common emails, a library of document templates, and saved filters for the tools you use daily. Every avoided micro-decision gives a few more minutes of clean attention to your big task. Apply Pareto and Parkinson together. Assume 20% of your actions create 80% of your results. Find those 20% and double down. Then remember Parkinson's law. A task expands to fill the time you give it, so give it less time. Set a deadline sooner than feels comfortable and link it to a real handoff. A first draft sent to a friend, a public post, a client preview. Healthy pressure creates crispness. Open time creates mush. Protect your transitions. People lose more minutes switching tasks than doing them. Use a one-line transition note at the end of every block. What did you complete, and what's the very first step next time? Leave that line at the top of the file and close the laptop. At the next session, you start instantly. Pair that with a tiny ritual to enter each block. 2 deep breaths, a sip of water, phone in the drawer, timer on. Rituals train your brain to enter and exit fast without drama. Separate deep work from shallow work. Deep work is where future value is created. Writing, designing, coding, strategy, intense learning. Shallow work is email, updates, status checks. Most people start with shallow because it's easier. Flip the script. 1 deep block before you open your inbox. Do this for 2 weeks, and you'll feel your days get cleaner and your results rise. Take back your inbox and chats. Limit messages to 2 or 3 sessions a day. Keep the inbox closed outside those windows. When you open it, use the 4 Ds. Delete, delegate, do, if less than or equal to 2 minutes, or date, schedule it. Set up filters and smart folders so routine stuff files itself. Build a few response templates for FAQs. Consolidate conversations with your team in one organized channel instead of scattering them across 5 apps. A clean communication system saves you hours you don't realize you're losing. For anything you do more than twice, build a tiny system. Document your steps in 1 page with links to templates. Publishing a video, sending a proposal, creating a report. Write the checklist once and refine it every time. Systems are force multipliers. They let you go faster with fewer mistakes and make it easier to get help later. Meetings are minute syncs unless you make them count. Ask before accepting. Can we solve this in writing? If a meeting is essential, set a 20 to 30-minute cap, define the outcome, send a 3-point agenda, and end early with 1 clear decision and 1 follow-up date. Meetings should not be theater. They should be decision factories. Rest isn't laziness. It's maintenance for performance. Use work rest cycles like 50 to 10 or 75 to 15. Walk for 5 minutes between focus blocks. Protect your eyes with the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds, and defend your sleep. 1 lost hour of sleep can cost you several hours of sluggish thinking. Shut down screens an hour before bed. Keep a consistent wake time even on weekends, and watch your morning become your sharpest asset. Plan the week like a pilot checks instruments. Sunday evening or Monday morning, choose a weekly theme. The one thing that makes other tasks easier or unnecessary. Write 3 measurable outcomes. Map them to your calendar blocks, and then review nightly for 5 minutes. End each workday with a clean close. Tidy your desk, update tomorrow's 135 card, send any final message, and power down. Your brain will stop dragging work into your evening, and you'll start tomorrow faster. Motivation isn't your main fuel, habit is. Build habits using the Q routine reward loop. Q, a fixed time or place. Routine, the tiny action. Reward, a small, satisfying payoff. For example, after brewing coffee, Q, start a 25-minute writing sprint, routine, then enjoy a short walk or a favorite playlist, reward. Repeat for 2 weeks, and your body will pull you to the desk when it smells coffee. Stack new habits onto old ones. After lunch, review my 1 to 3 to 5. After a workout, read for 10 minutes. After dinner, prepare tomorrow's clothes. Track what matters with a simple scoreboard. Deep work sessions done. Days your streak stayed unbroken. Minutes invested in your compounding project. Number of decisions you eliminated. Not to obsess, just to stay honest. When you see the streak grow, you keep it. When it drops, you know exactly where to fix. You will face inner resistance. I don't have time. I'll start when things calm down. I don't work well with schedules. Reality. No one has spare time, and waiting for quiet is a trap. Start in the noise with the smallest possible step. If you fall off, don't punish yourself with a bigger plan. Return to your non-negotiable minimum. 2 minutes today beats 0 for a week. Ships are repaired at sea, not parked forever in the harbor. Here are quick micro-stories to prove it works. An overwhelmed employee split his certification study into a 40-minute deep block before work and a 20-minute review block at night. In 12 weeks, he passed the exam he'd avoided for 2 years. A creator adopted a weekly production cycle: Monday research, Tuesday scripting, Wednesday recording, Thursday editing, Friday publish, and review. After 3 months, views and revenue doubled, not from luck, but because a system guarantees quality. A freelancer made a rule: 3 outbound messages to prospects every morning at 9 o'clock, no excuses. In 8 weeks, he had steady clients for the first time. Learn the most valuable time skill: saying no gracefully. No to requests that don't serve your core goals. Try. I appreciate the invitation. This month, I'm committed to a priority project and can't give this what it deserves. Every no saves dozens of future minutes. Saying yes to one thing is always saying no to something else, often your most important work. Treat time like money. Build a minute budget. Where are you leaking? Which subscriptions are you paying that don't serve you? Doom scrolling, endless debates, unplanned calls. Cut those. Then invest your minutes in compounding assets, skills, templates, relationships, and your health. These pay dividends forever. Identity is the lock and the key. Tell yourself, I'm the kind of person who makes every minute work for me. Then prove it with one simple action each day: a focus block, a clear transition note, a small win before noon, a minimum that never breaks. Over time, it becomes easier to act in line with your identity than to resist it. You stop needing huge bursts of motivation because your system quietly carries you forward even on rough days. If this breakdown is helping, do us a small favor that makes a big difference. Subscribe to Audiobook Lounge, hit like right now, and drop a quick comment to say, 1 minute today equals 1 brick tomorrow. That simple support keeps this content free and sharp for more people who need it. Let's finish with a crisp playbook you can use today. Pick your peak window and block one big task inside it tomorrow. Set digital boundaries. Mute non-essential notifications and move distracting apps. Work in timed blocks and start each one with a tiny ritual. Use the 2-minute rule to break the start barrier. Protect a daily 20-minute compounding session tied to one 12-week project. Run your day with the 1-3-5 card. Plan your week with 1 theme and 3 outcomes. Close each day with a 10-minute reset. Sleep like a pro. Standardize the small stuff with templates and checklists. Say no politely to anything that doesn't align. Track your streaks. In 3 weeks, you'll feel different. In 3 months, you'll see different. In a year, you'll be different, built by the exact same minutes everyone else had. Now, it's your turn to translate this into action. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Choose your golden minute habit, the short daily block that will anchor your progress, and lock it into your calendar for the next 30 days. Start tomorrow. Then come back and tell us how it's going. Final question for the comments. What's the single golden minute you'll commit to every day for the next 30 days, and exactly what time will you protect it like an unbreakable appointment?